Good morning, Izzy. I wanted to share a story with you called Play-Doh. And when I was a kid, Play-Doh was one of my favorite things to play with. Do you ever play with Play-Doh? Play-Doh, written by Anne Harth. Kyra loved Play-Doh. She rolled it, patted it, she punched it, and she shaped it. At school, there was blue Play-Doh and red Play-Doh. Every day there was a different color. Kyra loved them all. I wish I had Play Doh at home, she said to her teacher. Mrs. Peck. Where do you buy it? Mrs. Peck laughed. I don't buy it, I make it. Can you show me how? Kyra said. The next day, Kyra walked into the classroom. Good morning, everyone, said Mrs. Peck. Today we will make Play Doh. Kyra, will you help? Kyra stood next to Mrs. Peck. Everything we need is on this table, Mrs. Peck said. We have flour, salt, oil, water, and food coloring. Kyra, please put 2 cups of flour into the big bowl. Kyra measured the flour. She dumped it into the bowl. 2 cups of flour, she said. Next, we need 1 cup of salt, said Mrs. Peck. Kyra measured the salt. She dumped it into the bowl. Mrs. Peck handed Kyra a spoon. Next, mix the flour and salt. Kyra mixed them carefully. Next, we need 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 cup of water. Kyra put them both into the bowl. Now stir it well, Mrs. Peck said. Kyra stirred until her arm was tired. It looks like white Play Doh, she said. What color shall we make it? Mrs. Peck held up the food coloring. Blue, Ahmed said. Red, Rena added. I have an idea, said Mrs. Peck, and she poked a little hole in the Play Doh. She put in 5 drops of blue food coloring and 5 drops of red food coloring. Squish it all up, Kyra said. Excuse me. Squish it all up, Kyra. Kyra squished the Play Doh. She rolled it and patted it. She punched it and shaped it. Kyra's eyes grew big. The children in the classroom all smiled as the white Play Doh turned a beautiful shade of purple. Thank you, Mrs. Peck. I can't wait to make Play Doh at home, Kyra said. What does Kyra learn to make? And what color is the Play Doh that Kyra makes? Do you remember what the ingredients are that were used to make the Play Doh? Why does Mrs. Peck make Play Doh? I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did. Have you ever made Play Doh at home? I haven't, but it sure would be fun. Alrighty, have a great day.